Good evening, everyone. How are we? Welcome. So I'm playing around with this layout, see if the chat works. I should be able to read it from there then, that way I don't have to look at my other screen here. So let's wait for a few more people to rock up. Hope you're all doing well. Yeah, not really too much happening. Good old lockdown. So while we're waiting, we'll do a little bit of editing up of stuff here. Should be good. So, welcome. Bit dark. Turn that up a bit. There we go. So, how is everyone? Who we got here in the chat, by the way? Make yourself known. We have Dirty GQ. G'day, mate. How you doing? We got Russ. Hey, Russ. How you doing, bud? How's your trip? Did you end up going on your trip? Pretty sure that was you. Who else is here? Who else we got? Come say hi. You're not bad? Yeah, I'm alright. Alright, well, you know, we've been chatting a little bit anyway, so yeah. Pretty much yesterday or the day before, my shoulder decided to freeze up completely. So I don't have a lot of movement right now. Should probably put some music on in the background here, eh? Thing is, I'll probably get pinged for it. No one will be able to hear anything. Trip was way too short. So where'd you go again? Didn't you go up the Cape or something? Is that where you went? Or am I completely wrong with that? Really hard to read this chat here. Let me see if I can fix that up. Just gonna see if I can zoom it in a bit here. So there we go. Now I can kind of read it. Plans for the 80. That's right. We went to Birdsville. So I was thinking Cape York. I have plans for the 80. Let me just move stuff here. Come on. There we go. That'll work. I can read off of there then. Charbel. Charbel, did I say it right? Charbel. I'm pretty bad with pronouncing names. I apologise if I screwed it up. 80's fairly well modified when I got it. So I haven't had to do things like the bull bar or the winch or the roof rack or the snorkel or the lift. Though that lift will change later on. There is plans for that, but how'd the wheel alignment go? Well, when I took it in there, the wheel was cocked to the left a little bit. When I left, now it's cocked to the right, so it still needs to be adjusted, but between getting it back in there after doing it and when we did it, we went into lockdown, so I haven't got it back in yet. So that, and I've got brake line issues and stuff as well. So I don't know if you follow my Instagram, you would have seen a post up there for the safe brake steel braided brake lines. That'll be going on. So I've got one brake line that's around about ready to burst, so I don't want to drive it too far. That's the main line to the front axle. Yeah, got plans though. It's going to get a set of drawers, cargo barrier, maybe sliders, maybe a rear bar with a dual wheel carrier. I'll see. Depends what I can find. Need to do the uni joints on it. All 4 of them are knackered as well, so I've got them all paid for, all sitting down in my mate's workshop, ready to get that done. So it's just a lot of maintenance at the moment. As you saw on the live stream, the wheel bearings were loose in the front end, so we tightened them up. Off camera, when we did the other side, we tore a gasket for the wheel hub. I've got a spare one. Again, went into lockdown, haven't been able to put that on yet. I can't do anything from the way my shoulder is at the moment, so it's not leaking because the tear was at the top of the gasket and not at the bottom, so it'll be alright temporarily. Still need to sort out the extractors and exhaust. I might turbo it. I haven't decided yet. I need some bigger wheels and tyres. Not bigger wheels. Bigger tyres. I'll probably change the wheels to a bit more of a negative offset, just to fill the guards out a little bit. Dual battery system. Dual battery system's a Red Arc SBI 12. Only issue with that is that the second battery is a lead acid, so, and it's only like 65 amp hours. It's no good for me. I've got the AGM that was out of the 90 series, but that AGM battery is a bit too big, I think, to actually get in the front under the bonnet. So I may put that in the back, but it all depends on the draw system and how much space I have. And that I'm not sure of yet. So, because I can't lift 30 kilos up into the back of the car at the moment. So it's kind of a bit of a pain in the ass with this shoulder right now. Been told 6 to 12 months recovery. Again, my physio appointment was cancelled this week. Can't speak to the physio about that. So yeah, it's all good fun right now. I'll probably go back and see the surgeon at my 12-week mark, which is 3 months, and then see what he says. He might say from there to go for a cortisone shot and a saline solution in my shoulder to try and break up the scar tissue so I'll get some more mobility back. Or you might go, no, we'll just put you out to it and I'll manipulate it under anaesthetic. Don't know yet though. Don't know. So, but yeah, if I turbo the 80, then I got to get it tuned. There's a risk of popping the motor. It drives alright at the moment, even non-turbo. Got plenty of torque. It's just slow. Doesn't get up to speed real quick. Yeah, other than that, just trying to get rid of my spares from the 90 series, really. I've got a few laying around here, so got the third row seats, and what else have I got here? Got a spare set of got the alloys with a good set of Toyo Open Country ATs on them, just in standard 31 size, with centre caps and wheel nuts, so I got a full set of those to be sold as well. We've got a brand new tyre to go with that, so it'll be like 6 tyres. One will be off a rim. Yeah, got a bit happening. Yeah, I'm not sure what my cousin's on. I think he's on 10. But I don't think it'll be any higher than that. Could be 8, could be 9, I'm not sure. And that goes alright. I've driven it. But he's also on 35s, so I don't know. I'd like to go 35s. 35s would be cool. Might just throw a little bit of music on while we're chatting here. Desktop audio in here? Nope. Of course not. Yes, it is. I'll just turn it down. Rust you found? I would have just cut my losses, man, as soon as I found rust and gone out and get something else. But hey, man, if it's going to turn out to be an awesome rig at the end of the day, then sweet, do it. Go for it. That's what you want. You got a petrol 90 with 280,000 Ks still. So not sure if you want to switch to an 80 diesel. My 90 had 309,000 when I got it, and it ended its life at 351,000, and that was in 2.5 years. I've driven both a petrol 90 and a diesel 90. Yeah, you definitely got your speed in the 90 series in the petrol. Don't expect to go faster than a diesel, no matter what it is, really. Yeah, 80's my first diesel. I'm having to learn real quick on all its workings, but like I've got a few books and stuff here. I'll just dig them out. So I was given some books when I bought the car. So picked this one up recently. So this is the electrical wiring diagram supplement. Pulled that out of Germany for almost $100. That's all my wiring diagrams. These books are for the earlier model, but they're still kind of crossover. This is for like your 90 model onwards, like your Series 1. So I've got the the repair manual for the chassis and body. So I've got that one, which was given to me when I got the car. And then I've got the engine repair manual for the 1HZ, 1HDT, 1PZ, whatever that is. So always good if you can find the Toyota manuals. Pick them up. Real handy. Turco, how you doing, buddy? What's been happening, man? You finished that bar yet, or what? Are you still, or it's not been done because you're in lockdown, like we are? I'm keen to see the repairs on my old bull bar. Damage the book that way. Bear with me. Turn it around. Oh, is it going to shut? It's not cooperating, people. Holy, come on. I'll fix it up later. I haven't taken the 80 off road, so I don't know which one I prefer yet. Though in saying that the 90 was extensively modified. Haven't fixed it yet? Oh, no worries. So yeah, I put the 80 up on the flex ramp that I put the 90 on. If you've seen the Instagram, you've seen the 90 up on the flex ramp. It got all the way to the top, and the 80 was just shy of the top. I didn't want to push it too much further just because of brake lines and stuff. So once I sort the brake lines out, because I'm putting 3-inch extended ones in, I'll give it another shot. But man, that flex ramp's not really stable. It doesn't block into the cement, so it's really hard to drive up on it without it sliding all over the place, which I'm not too happy about. But maybe we can I can convince Anthony to get him to weld a piece of angle iron edge on the front, on the bottom of it to lock it in. So I haven't cammed out of the 80 yet. I know I'm going to have a lot more room with the 80 series. It's just a matter of getting it set up again. I've got to buy an awning and stuff now as well. So good old adverts. Anyway. Might need to move this chat to about there. I think. There we go. I do miss the 90 series though. Like, you know, 2.5 years to build it. So. But it's not to say that you won't see a 90 series on the channel again in the future. Probably next year. Won't be mine, but yeah, there'll be one on the channel probably next year. Hopefully that music's not too loud. Or if it's not loud enough, I'll turn it up a bit. But it's going to be coming through on a mic, I reckon. That's a problem. That's alright. Yeah. So that's where I'm at really with the 80. I want to get a set of drawers in it next. It's going to make it a lot easier to live out of. That way then I can actually put my fridge in there. Kind of see where everything starts sitting. Yeah. Oh, the other thing I did was I have a TJM inflation kit from my old compressor. And I got an ARB compressor under the bonnet and it just weren't compatible because the fitting was different. But I worked out that the ARB compressor uses what they call a charge airline fitting. So I went down to Bunnings and grabbed a 1/4 inch Nitto BSP fitting and switched them over, and now I can use the TJM inflation kit on the ARB compressor. That's good. So any video of you rolling, not rolling, no. I didn't have a dash cam up because I was driving a graded road. So I went, this is going to be kind of boring, so I didn't put a dash cam up. There is footage of the aftermath. And that video will be coming out probably next week. But I need to do some extra filming for it from me explaining a few things now while that all happens. So any power issues in the 90 going up hills? With the 33s, yes. 31s, no. Then I was about 2.7 tonne fully loaded. I wish I had a dash cam. Because that dude would be in a hell of a lot of shit right now. But no dash cam. I did have someone point out they were in the area at the time and tag a couple of people. I did pass that information on to the police, but they didn't do anything, unfortunately, because I didn't have video evidence. I only got what someone posted online. So the other thing I got to do then, I also got I got my swag and got my new swag and stretcher, so I'm running a full crash pad system. Did I find the people? No, they didn't. Didn't find them. So yeah, I got a new crash pad system. Got a new swag, new stretcher. Went out the other day and got myself a brand new inflatable pillow because that was in my old swag that was that was rolled up in my old swag that was stolen. So I had to go buy another pillow, inflatable one. So the Black Wolf pillows, guys. You want a nice inflatable, comfortable pillow? The Black Wolf pillows from Anaconda. Highly recommend them. So yeah, I've got all that here, but because of my shoulder and the fact that I can't put any weight on my right arm, like I found out today when I injured myself, I can't actually set up the swag and season it and roll it back up again. Not for probably about another 4 weeks, if I get better. But no, unfortunately GQ, they didn't find him. I know who it is. I know the vehicle. I know the two vehicles. Just can't prove it. Got a Black Wolf sleeping bag. I started off with a Caribou Deploy 1300. So it's a mummy bag, they call it. So it's really tight. It traps all your body heat. Good to about 2 degrees. I pushed it down to -2 one camping trip and absolutely froze my ass off. I woke up real cold. So I upgraded from that. I've got the crash pad one now, which is like it's a double sleeping bag where you can fold it over so the two doubles make a single and you slide yourself in between them. Real warm. So for my loss, thanks, bud. I've seen your comment online. Online somewhere. YouTube. I think it was YouTube. Yeah, mate. I'm sorry for my loss too. Sorry I can't give you guys any more 90 series content. My car was nice. Thanks, mate. Thanks, Hem. She was nice. Unfortunately, she's not around anymore. Twitter? Did I put it on Twitter, did I? Maybe I did. Yeah, I think I did, actually. Now you're making me... Did I post it on Twitter? Yeah, that was on my gaming one, though. I don't have a OzTrax one. Oh, yeah, it was Twitter. There you go. I don't really post on Twitter much. I do play video games, guys. I'm one of those people. Borrow yours and upgrade it for you. Man, I wish someone other than the wrecker that GQ told me picked it up. Yeah, so GQ told me they sent the engine and trans overseas. Well, that trans had that wholesale automatic transmissions torque converter lock-up in it. Or torque converter valve body and the lock-up kit was separate to that. But yeah, they would have just sent that over without the lock-up, I think. Like my car. Unfortunately, I don't have my car anymore, Hem. Emmanuel, how you doing, bud? If I didn't get the 80, what would I have got? Good question. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I was looking for another 90. So I was looking for a 90. I couldn't find a decent 90 with low Ks for the price I wanted to spend on it. So then from there, I started looking at 80s and 105 series cruisers. I didn't want to go IFS again just because I wanted something different. 120 Prado I was borderline with just because I don't like the front end. I don't like the headlights on them, but they can do up pretty well. And there's heaps more aftermarket support for those. So there's a few to choose from. I wouldn't have gone a Pajero or a Patrol. If I had the money, but they've shot up in price. Well, shot up now. But you know, if I'd had the money, maybe a 76 series would have been on the cards. I was looking at the 70 series Prados from Japan. That was another one I was looking at. But then I messaged one of the importers, and they go, "Yeah, we list them, but we don't touch them because they're generally too full of rust and they're hard to inspect." So. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I would have ended up with if I didn't get the 80. It's a good question. What do you think I should have got if I didn't get the 80? There's a question for you. What would be your choice if you didn't have your 90 series or your Patrols? And you can't choose an 80, what would you have picked? Maybe a a Land Rover Parenti or something, ex-army one. But then that wouldn't have any creature comforts. It'd be pretty bare bones. Wouldn't have gone a Discovery. They just have problems. Maybe a LN106 Hilux, even though they're pretty old, but yeah, they're capable. You've seen Jocko from 4-wheel drive 24/7 in the Pony Lux. That was pretty capable for what he did with it. You'd like to get an ex-army 6x6. I think at the cost, yeah, it'd be ridiculous. Is it going to be a lazy axle 6x6 or actual proper 6x6? That's the next thing you got to consider too. The lazy axle is just going to give you extra carrying capacity. It's not really going to do anything more than what a 4-wheel drive would. Just be more weight. So I think it have to be full drive. Maybe like an ex-army Hummer or something like that. Humvee. That'd be kind of cool. Huge though, absolutely massive. And again, they're not very. Don't have a lot of creature comforts, but they got central tire inflation system on them though. And if you check out like the old Humvees with their central tire inflation systems, that's pretty awesome. Just flick a switch inside and inflate and deflate your tires, front and rear. They're all linked. Well, that's pretty awesome. An actual 6x6, yeah. That'd be the way to do it. Why not a Patrol? Because I've never owned a Nissan in my life. Oh, I bought it cheap, man. It was a budget build. Of course it's been thrashed. Then you should buy something cheap for $5,000 and you do it up to do tough tracks and stuff. If that's your thing, then you're not going to care if you get a few dents and dings in it. As long as it gets you from point A to point B. See, with the 80, I don't really want to take it on any tough tracks either. It's probably going to be more of a tourer like the 90 was, just because of the condition it's in. Then you know the start of my videos with the intro video, and you see the 90 climbing up that hill. I hadn't had it for very long, and when I went over the top of that hill, I scraped the rear bar and scratched it. That's what that scratch was on my rear bar on the left hand side, if you ever noticed it. Team Kettle with the Patrol. If I'd had the money and I had the option to buy one, when I was looking, was a factory 1HDT Auto 80 series GXL. And it had been rebuilt, but I've been driving Toyotas since 2006, I think. Yeah, sounds about right. Before then, I was a Ford guy. So, I'm going to kill this music. So all I can hear is kind of... I'm going to kill the music. Yeah, so yeah, so in my teens, I started off with Falcons. So, I had... What did I have? Well, first car was a Mazda 929 Loose. So that was a 1978. So I had that, and then, just going to show my age now. Then I went to a XE Falcon, then an XD Falcon, then an XC Falcon. Then I had a couple of TE Cortinas. Then I had an EA Falcon. And then from there I went over to Corollas. So, I had a Magna in there somewhere as well. So, I've only been full driving now since what, 2018? I think it was. Pretty sure that was when my first trip was. I can check that. Give me a sec. If the computer's going to cooperate. As you can see, I have to lean back here because I can't get my arm up properly. It's kind of annoying. So I'm probably half off the screen. Let's have a look. So trips. No, that's a different trip again. Where are we? That one? When did we do that one? I reckon it was 2018. I've only been forward driving for. Oh, not long. But then I've owned fast cars as well, so you know, my life, probably for the last 10 years prior to that, I said I was into my Toyotas, I had my Corollas, and then I bought the Toyota Chaser, which I still have. It's sitting in the shed. Would I have gone the Raptor? Huh, mate, if I had pockets that were deep enough, yeah, Raptor would be cool. Something different. One of my old work places, well, places of employment, one of my customers there had a Raptor. He used to jump it and stuff. And he's made of money though, owned his own business, so. Most petrol I've used on a trip there and back. I reckon these are the receipts from doing my Simpson Desert crossing. Let me just double check that. Yeah, it is. So I've got the Mount Dare Hotel receipt here. I can tell you, roughly. What do you want, litres or you want dollars? Which way you want to go? What's that one? Oh yeah. Both? Oh shit, I have to add it up. Well, that's 163 litres on a fill. That's another 65. So I'll let you do the adding up. So 163, 65. I'm not going to go dollar value because it's going to take too long. Don't know if I have them all here either. Another 60. So 163, so 163, 65, so that's 230. I filled up, there you go, I crossed the Simpson Desert with 130 litres, 130.6 litres, there you go, that's what I did the Simpson Desert on. So it's probably going to be about 1,000 litres, I would think, somewhere up there. I don't have them, looks like I don't have them all here anyway. What's that, 45, 97, 97.9. Probably about 700 litres, somewhere around there, maybe, at a guess. So yeah, these are all my receipts from that trip. Don't know why I still have them. So that's not too bad, considering, like, yeah, so I did the Simpson Desert on 130 litres. And I filled up a Mount Dare. Trying to think now. So you filled up a Mount Dare, 130 litres across. Plus I went all the way up to Alice Springs, back down to Uluru, and out to Carter and I did the data track as well, come back down the Birdsville track. So I did a fair bit of driving. It's 4,000 Ks in 12 days from memory for that trip. Fuel cost, I reckon, from what I remember, because that was only like a year ago, almost. Yeah, but I had sports exhaust and stuff on the 90 series as well. So I had the exhaust flowing pretty well. I only used 5 liters. I used 5 liters less fuel than the diesel that came across the Simpson with me. So that was good. And I didn't have the long range tank at the time either. So I had 2 20-litre jerry cans up on the roof, and I didn't even touch them. So, as you see, by 130 litres, it's 157. Yeah, 157. 60-litre sub. 90-litre main. Yeah, about 150. So yeah, had about 20 litres left. I didn't use any of it. So, how does sports exhaust sound with the V6? Loud. I actually had to have it quietened down. It was getting a bit too much. So, earlier in the year, I had a hot dog added upstream further. So I had a muffler already. So I had a muffler and no resonator, and it was loud, real loud. So I added another hot dog upstream in front of the muffler, and I side exited it just behind the rear wheel on the left hand side. So yeah, I could hear it a lot more. But inside the car I could have a conversation, that wasn't a problem. Wasn't stupid VN Commodore sounding. Only thing I don't like about the V6 is the sound of those engines. Those 5VZs sound like a Commodore motor. And my diesel sounds like a truck, and this is the first diesel I've ever owned too, so. I'll tell you, if I was to do another engine upgrade on an 80, if I had the money, if money wasn't an option, I would probably drop a 1HD FTE in it. But I had the exhaust custom made. It was all mandrel bent, so the front Y pipe was press bent, but the rest of it was mandrel bent. Do I have a bucket list of trips? Got a snorkel. Yeah, got a snorkel on the 80. Yeah, it's on there. I need to take it off though, because I need to fix up the A-pillar where they put the holes in for the bracket. The plastic plugs are pulling out. Again, something I'll need to hassle the cousin on a weekend, so we can pull out the inner guard liner and just loosen it off to pull the snorkel out a little bit, so I can get in there and reseal it all. Bucket list of trips. Well, the high country was on my bucket list, unfortunately. The high country claimed my car. I still want to get back there at some point. As a redemption trip, I guess. So yeah, I would do the high country, Cape York, Fraser Island, Moreton Island. Would like to do the Kimberley at some point. That'd be pretty awesome. Tasmania. Tassie's supposed to be pretty good. Nah, I'll leave it the way it is. I'm not a fan of stainless snorkels. Plus, I've already got holes drilled in the guard now. If I was to put a stainless snorkel in there, I'd have to get another guard anyway. It's a safari snorkel, so I'll leave it. Probably have to bring a picture up of it. Let me have a look here. Do I have any pictures of the 80 series on the computer? Thought I might have. Yeah, I do. Yeah. So there you go. That's the snorkel on it. It's a Safari. That antenna's got to come off. I'm upgrading the UHF in it. I'm contemplating colour coding the flares, but I don't know if I will or not yet. I need to re-powder coat the roof rack. And the exhaust needs to be redone. And obviously some new wheels. But man, yeah, she's pretty tidy. It's not bad. Again, you know, like I can't get out there and give it a proper detail or anything since I've had it. So I just can't use the tooling. I might be able to, but I'm not going to be able to. I don't have the strength in my arm to hold the buff to give it a proper cut. Though it doesn't really need a cut anyway. It's pretty shiny. Yeah, they were the photos I had to take for insurance. Oh, here we go. Actually, I better show you this one. I'll show you this one too. So yeah, that's the flex it gets out of it compared to the 90. The 90 was sitting up here. If it's going to let me do it. Woo! Nope. So yeah, 90 was sitting up on top of that. It's not going to show my cursor. Why not? But that's as far as I got it. But yeah, this bottom edge of this flex ramp needs a flat bit of steel so it locks into the groove on the cement so it doesn't slide around. Might be a bit more confident driving up it. It needs to be a little bit wider, I guess, too, but it's not too bad. Might see if the cousin wants to make one. We can probably make something up. Maybe I might hold a flex ramp competition or something here, maybe. Who knows? We'll see. Got some ideas. If I fix the sway bar, can you flex more? Yeah, I've got to extend the sway bar links. So if I extend those, front and rear, then I'll get more flex out of it. Otherwise it starts binding and then I'm snapping the actual sway bar links. So I do have to order those. I haven't done it yet, but I might do it for next week maybe. We'll see. Pretty easy to put in. I'm probably going to get the Superior engineering ones just because I want some Superior gear on my car because it's really good quality stuff. It's like with the Patrols as well though. Superior do an actual custom sway bar for the Patrols to get them to flex with the sway bar on. Otherwise they don't flex in the front end, not at all. And thanks Kaz. It is nice. I don't mind it, it's okay. It does the job. I'll probably get a Factor 55 Ultra hook on here at some point too, and I'm going to change that to a rope. It's from a steel cable, but that's down the track. Don't need to do that. That winch has never been used apparently. But yeah, haven't really done much to it. So once I do the unis and the brakes, then I might go give it a little bit of an off-road test. But until then, I'm not gonna take it out, just because I don't want to do any damage or get stuck somewhere. So that'll be the next thing. Don't want to get stuck.
It's time you learned the secret story of Smirnoff vodka. Born in Russia, but forced to flee during the revolution.
What's playing?
France, where it grew in fame, resurrected in Europe.
The hell's that?
became the talk of the town. Now it's chosen by rascals everywhere.
Mute. I don't know what's playing. That's weird. If I started 90, what other mods would you have done to it? So with the 90, I was going to do the re-gear on the diffs for the 33s. So it made it a bit more street friendly and got my fuel consumption back down to 12 to 14 per 100 instead of the 18 to 20 that it jumped up to with the 33s on it. What else? I was going to redo the water system in it. I've got the 2 Jerrys still out of it. But I was going to make that so it was pressure operated water pump. And I was going to put level gauges and stuff on it. I was going to do something good to it in that respect. That was pretty well done for what I wanted to. There wasn't a lot to go, hey? Not at all. What gear is good for 33? So it depends on your car what it comes out with. So they're 4, 5, 6 to 1 ratios for a 90 series for your gear set. So you got nitro gear is a common one for it. That now in Australia, only new, but they're from the US. Didn't want the extra weight of a rear bar, not with how underpowered the 90 series was. You know, how far do you want to go with it? You could go reduction gears if you wanted to. Like reduction gears in an auto probably would have been really good if you didn't have a torque converter lockup. But again, I didn't have a torque converter lockup, so yeah, there was no point in doing that. Well, I had the torque converter lockup, so there's no point in doing that. I think I didn't even get to test it, which is a little bit annoying, but oh well, what can you do? So I am in the middle of doing something here. Here we go. Alright, cool. Just changing stuff around. I will have been considering it. I don't know if we will do it or not yet. But I'm considering a 270-degree awning. Probably the dash one, just because it's square off the back and not a triangle like the 2301. But in saying that, the dash one doesn't have the block out for the light underneath it, so I don't know yet. And 23.0 stuff's hard to get at the moment too. So here you go. For you guys that are wanting to do like bit of a camping tip here. I never got to test it myself because of the accident, but I bought one of those companion portable 12-volt showers. Pretty easy to find online. They're pretty cheap as well. It's like 25 bucks or something, right? So it plugs into like a cigarette lighter socket. You drop the end to draw water into a bucket of water, and then you got a shower head on it. So what I did, I bought a steel bucket to chuck on the fire to heat the water if I want to have a shower, because I was going to be remote for like 4 weeks. So just grab some river water or stream water or something, heat it up on the fire, and off you go. So that's my little pro tip for you. If you're looking at having a shower and being out remote somewhere and you've got access to water, just take a stainless steel bucket with you, heat it up on the fire till you get it to the right temperature, and then chuck your hose in there and have a shower. A couple of buckets probably the best way to do it. That's my tip anyway. My little tip for today. Yeah, the 80 will be getting a half cargo barrier in the rear as well. I'm not going for a full one. But nice tech tip. There you go. Yep. A lot of people wouldn't think of it. They would think, oh, how am I going to heat my water up? 12 days no shower is pretty gross. Yeah, man. I'll show you what I was using. I'll give you a few links here. It's $30 for the shower. There you go. You can get it online if you don't have access to a Snowy's camp store. Alright, let's see if I can get this all to work for me. Let's switch back over to here. I'll do a window capture for that one. Alright, so this is the little shower that I bought to drop in a bucket of water. So, got your little shower head on there. You know, you can adjust your flow rate there. It's got an on and off switch. It's got a hook and suction cap, so you can suction it up or hook it off your rack on wherever you want to, or in a tree. Comes in a little bag there. The bag isn't waterproof, so I consider putting it inside another plastic bag, just as a box. Gives you an idea. There you go. So you can hang it off a tree with a little hook there, so you can have or whatever it's close to, into a cigarette lighter. Blah blah blah. Same pictures over and over again. Don't know why I do it twice. How many times do you want to have the same picture? Anyway, there you go. So that's that one there. And then for the 12 volt, for the stainless steel bucket, you'll be surprised. So super cheap, actually do a stainless steel bucket right there with a handle. Strong heavy duty stainless steel bucket, multi-purpose use. Blah, blah, blah. You look at the comments here, bought this stainless steel bucket for their Weber. Going down here, so there's someone here like that comment right there. They've gone, awesome product, sturdy. Use it on campfire to heat up water, even boiled water in it. Use it to wash dishes. Absolutely must have in camping. You can boil water even for a shower. So that one there, that bucket, $11.50. Like, you can't go wrong with that. That's pretty good, really. End of the day. So that's my tip for you anyway. If you want to have a shower. So the other thing I do for showers, mate, take a few packs of wet wipes. Have a wet wipe shower. I've done that. Other thing is, if you're 12 days away and you have access to caravan parks, you can pay them to use their shower facilities too. It's like, might cost you $8 or something for a shower. Get full shower facilities, toilets, whatever. I did that when I did the Simpson trip for that 4,000 Ks in 12 days. Ended up having, I think it was 3 showers total in that time. I didn't have a shower set up. So then a lot of the time was just wet wipes. Not flushable wipes, just wet wipes. But yeah, like once I got the 80 set up, I'll do another video on it like I did with the 90. And I'll do a walk around with it all set up and everything. I'll go over my camping setup like I did with the 90. I'll probably take it to the same spot too. You know what I mean? Like, that's a good spot that I did that. So. Any other questions before we end the stream? Has been almost an hour, so a bit over an hour. Thanks everyone for dropping past tonight. I appreciate it as well. Hopefully it takes your mind off of off the lockdown. For those that are in lockdown, give you something to do, something to participate in. It's not just sitting around waiting for restrictions to lift. So if you need to ask me anything, guys, or you want to chat, jump over on Facebook, Instagram. I'm there. Happy to answer your questions there. Yeah, that's pretty much it, hey? So, yeah, it's good talking to you all too. If you haven't done so, hit like on the video. That helps me. And yeah, that will be it for tonight, I reckon, guys. So, you all have a good one. I'm going to go relax my shoulder because I injured myself today. I could probably I'll talk about that quickly. So yeah, did injure myself today with a chainsaw, trying to start it. It kicked back on me and jarred my arm. So I'm going to go rest my arm because I'm pretty sore right now. So, alright guys, you have a good one. Take care and I'll see you in the next one.